stacking and make it lit, yo. Supplement, I mentioned that it's lit, yo. Spitting the truth, pick the struggle to pick the new route. Tired of paying bills where I lose out. So I'm investing no time for the second guess, diversifying my cash and be all my eggs on basket. I figure, flipping rapping, yo. Crypto, been rapping and producer, adding to producing, that is lit, yo. I'm lit, yo. Come up, these brothers getting they want to run with us because we show a secure way to level up. I'm on that double Dutch trip, in that beat trip, check the number down, My payment system is so encrypted, it's private security, that's what you were missing. This ain't no Wi-Fi, this ain't no Wi-Fi. Send the currency on the rewind, you on the rewind. To get a better understanding, know the welcome with the money, take a step to money, manage steps of money, manage, handle it from how we handle it, and clear, so anything to fear, here.
Welcome to another one for episode of Rapper and Crypto. I'm your main man, HUTCH, aka HD, coming to you live from Dayton, Ohio. I'm with the lovely guest, ARTSY, from Louisville, Kentucky. And we're going to kick out the show with her channel intro.
Hey guys, my name is ARTSY. I'm a virtual reality world builder, and I just want to welcome you to my YouTube channel.
Like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss.
I am a social VR architect, also known as a world builder. I operate within the social VR space. So platforms like AltSpace, VR Chat, Horizons, Mozilla Hubs, and other places like that, you're able to basically upload these amazing worlds that you can create and have people meet you there and socialize. So what I do is I build custom templates for people all around the world for them to host their own social events in. I am a full-time world builder. I started my business here 2 years ago, just under 2 years ago. And since then, I've designed over 200 templates that people are able to utilize on this platform. And there are over 5,500 worlds that have been created utilizing my templates. I have a Patreon where I give people new templates each and every month. I have just around 150 people that support me on there. Since I've come into the virtual reality space, I've also become a public figure and a public speaker, and so I speak all the time about what's going on in virtual reality. One of the most impactful things that I've found since I came on to the social VR side of virtual reality is that a really cool world can completely change how somebody thinks about reality. You can really use these platforms for networking, showcasing your work or showcasing your business in really new and creative ways. There's really no limitation but your imagination. Virtual reality has been an amazing tool for me, both spiritually and professionally. I've made lots of friends. I have a video that's also being posted that you can check out one of my birthday parties that I had in virtual reality. Completely mind-blowing. All of my friends that I've made here showed up to celebrate. There's a lot of things that happen on these platforms. There's a lot of ways to integrate and create community on these platforms. And I help facilitate that by creating spaces for people to hang out in. I've also recently been named as one of the top 25 women in the metaverse. It's super important to me because as a woman in the tech space, specifically a Black woman in the tech space, I've been able to overcome a lot of different hurdles and challenges that I faced, and I've been able to pave the way for more people to come in and make a living off of world building. I make dreams become a virtual reality for hundreds of people all around the world. I help bring your vision to life. Virtual reality is an immersive experience. It's a new way to engage with clients, your audience, or your customers. If you dream it, I can build it. I'll help you translate your wildest dreams and ambitions into beautiful, functional spaces that can be visited from all around the world.
Like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss.
Dope video. I can also say that. But man, this is Miss Artsy. Give the people who you are. Let the people know who you are for people who first time meeting you. Who is Miss Artsy?
I'm an artist. First and foremost. I go by I'm a world builder for virtual reality. I call myself a social VR architect because I build the spaces that people come together to socialize in. And that, there's a lot of elements that goes into making a space successful in VR when people are coming to build community.
Now, question for you. What got you into VR in the metaverse space?
So right before the pandemic started, I had tested out, some different VR headsets.
Mm-hmm.
But the first headset I was able to have like in my home that was pretty good was the Oculus Go. And I had gone into a few of the social apps, got kind of spooked because I realized there were real people in there talking to me and jumped out. It wasn't until the pandemic, we were in the pandemic, we were on March, that I went back into a platform called ARTSY and went to an art gallery hop. And because I'm an artist, I was selling my paintings at the time. And going into this art gallery, I was like, there's a lot of potential here for me to showcase my art. And so that's what I did. There was a guy that helped me put up my art into an art gallery, and the rest is history.
Oh, wow. So let me ask you this question. As a builder, favorite tools, Blender or Unity?
They go hand in hand with what I do, so it's both. You can't have one without the other, really.
Okay. So tell me this, what inspires your creativity? Like, what do you do to get into that creative mode?
So most of the builds that I've done have been for clients or my community that uses the spaces. So my biggest inspiration is what people ask for. It's their dreams,
Mm-hmm.
It's the places they want to be, things they want to experience. And I'm grateful that they trust me with their visions and their dreams because that's what really drives my education in the space, to learn what I need to know in order to make their dream come true.
Oh, wow. So I know we had this question backstage and you was like, I don't know which one's my favorite build. So what is your favorite build you ever did?
I definitely don't have a favorite because I've built so many.
Right.
But I think the Harlem Film House I was really proud of because it was such a big build, and it gets utilized a lot. I'd say Club Premiere as well. Club Premiere and the Harlem Film House, the clients that I built those for used them on a consistent basis, and so they were some of my iconic builds, I think.
I've been to the Harlem Film Festival a lot of times. I think last time I went in there, they were streaming their video games from Twitch, but that's kind of dope, though. I saw that you on your Instagram that you had a video talking about how you and your mom are artsy people, and you guys was building. Do you think the metaverse is going to help build families together if they're creative people?
Oh yeah, I've already seen it. There's a lot of people that bring their family in. Everybody on my side, my immediate family, has a headset. So they put it in, on numerous occasions.
That's powerful. I barely can even get my my parents to even get into this space yet. So hopefully I can take them to one of your builds and they'll get more interested.
Yeah, I remember the first time I went home for Christmas, after it was okay during the pandemic. I put the headset on my dad and took him to my art gallery, and he was just like blown away. He was like jumping up and down in like happiness that he was able to see that, and being able to take my mom and my sister on tours. They also showed up to my birthday party that my friends had for me. It was amazing.
Wow, man, you have a birthday party in the metaverse?
3 of them.
We
Yeah.
don't, man, me and LJ only did it once.
Yeah, I've celebrated 3 birthdays.
We got some catching. Like me and LJ got some catching up to do, man. But shout out to Spatial.io for holding our birthday there. So where did you host your birthday event at?
So the first birthday party I had was in the first Sketchfab house that I brought in when I was first learning how to use Unity. It was a very small house, but I'd like figured out a way to put an in-ground pool in there. And I actually had 2 of my friends from my Facebook come in to celebrate with me as well, because they had just gotten headsets. My second one was a surprise birthday party that my team at Metaculture threw for me. Had one of my favorite builders, Micah J, build me this, space galaxy Taurus venue, that had like bulls walking around with trays like of drinks, and a big, happy birthday ARTSY in the sky. And then the third one I threw for myself. It was just a kickback. I hadn't planned it at all. I was just like, hey guys, I'll be at my penthouse later. And over 300 people showed up.
Man, I can't even lie. Your penthouse is dope. Like just the going through like the little gallery till you get to your bedroom and going to like the other places inside there. And then my son was like, Daddy, go in the pool. They went in the pool. He's like, oh, the water. I was like, yeah, son.
Oh yeah, water is coveted. Water is coveted in VR. It's hard to get really good water.
So I see that you won. You are one of the top 25 women in the metaverse. How does that feel?
I was surprised to be on the list, honestly, just because normally in these spaces, we get left out. So yeah, it was it's good to be recognized within the industry. So I've been grateful for it. I've definitely milked it as much as I could. Put it everywhere.
That's a proud moment. So what number are you? If you're
I think I'm 25.
Oh, it's coming. Number 1 spot coming soon.
Yeah. I think I just barely made it.
Oh man. Hey, at least you're up there. People, that is a hard to get onto. Like, especially this space being so fresh and so new to a lot of people. What do you have to say, like, for a person who just first started VR, hopping on VR?
I would say go on tours. See what's being built, see what's already out there. Like there's a lot of things that have been done already, but I think it's important for you to see what people have done so that you can be inspired. A lot of people have created businesses out of world building, and a lot of them, just like meet people, like go on tours, like see what's out there. Don't be intimidated by what you see, because we all started, as a beginner at some point. There's not a whole lot of like people that have been in here building as like a profession, for like, over 20 years or something, like what we're seeing right now is like a lot of people just galvanized together and learning together. And so no shame in that, that you haven't started yet, because there's plenty of room. It's literally infinite.
Oh no, I started. But no, my producer, she has your Harlem build pulled up. If you don't mind sharing, it.
Sure.
Go ahead, Ruby. Go ahead and give us a walk around.
Yeah, so when I first built the Harlem Film House, I just started learning Blender, actually. Because for the first 6 to 7 months that I was building things from scratch, I was building SketchUp Pro. And I decided to switch to Blender because I would get more performance out of my triangles, vertices, and polygons. But the Harlem Film House was my biggest build at the time, and I was really proud of it. So, it takes place in Harlem, so you see like the brownstones, you see, remnants of the city in the back. But Boogie or CR Capers had this grand vision of redoing the space that they lost during the pandemic. So this meant a lot to her as well. So there's a IMAX style theater. There's an art gallery, kind of like my first art gallery. There's a store, like a store that you can shop in, and other sponsors can put, their information in. There's also a office for her, and then there's an underground basement boom room, which is where she throws a lot of live events. And there's also a podcast studio. So it was it was quite a big build. Yeah. This is actually the second edition of that build. So I kept the integrity of the structure, but I redid the lighting, redid the decor on the inside. So it's renovated, but it looks pretty much close to what it did before.
Now, how many hours did you take to build this one?
Oh, this is countless. Because I had so many things happen with the build, like every time, something would need to be changed, another thing broke. It was a lot of back and forth. We thought the first one was a little bit cursed because there's no reason why it should have taken that many iterations to fix something really small.
All right.
But it was a work in progress, so I really can't count the hours that I put in here, especially with the whole renovation of the space.
What's crazy is that I went on to this one, this metaverse, the Harlem site, and I was like, man, I'm trying to meet the creator, not knowing that it was you the whole time to create this whole site. So, shouts out to you and the Harlem team.
Thank you.
This is mad dope.
Oh yeah, she's got a plug to the Mall of the Metaverse in there, which we also built together. There's a lot to this build.
See, I was like, shout out to the bee portrait in the back right there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, oh man, wow. That's all I can say is wow.
I just wanted to go. I was trying to get control of the avatar. Sorry about that, y'all. All right. But so we're going to check out. I wanted the people to see the Boom Boom Room because I was there for the first build and the first video that was made in the space, which was phenomenal. And I can see the growth of the space from that early build. And I was just loving the Boom Boom Room. So I'm hoping that I can locate it again for the folks.
It should be in the middle unless she moved it.
Like here?
In the center console area, like where the reception is.
All right. So unfortunately, my mouse is not playing right tonight.
That's okay.
I'm just gonna let you guys know this is truly fire. I can't help it. You got some really cool people out here that are enjoying the show, and just, man, I want to say thank you. I'm gonna get out of here. That's not my show, but you got
our producer always got make a guest appearance. I appreciate you, Ms. Ruby. So you said how many builds have you built just from last year? You said over 200.
So total over 200. This past year, I think it was like in 2022, about 86.
86. Wow. Wow. How do you find the time?
So I like I said backstage, I systematized world building. So I have a system that I use in Blender. Blender has an asset library that allows you to save your own assets into different collections. And so because I'm an avid Sims player, I set up my Blender file like a Sims game. So there's an inventory that you can, that I can like drag and drop from. And my scene is already laid out. Like it has a plot of land that I can build on top of. And I play it in rendered, like I actually build in render view, which I can see all of the materials while I'm building it. So for me, it's just like playing The Sims.
Now, how long did it take for you to learn like use Blender or Unity?
It's an ongoing process. You always learn something you didn't know before. I think I learned the bulk of Blender within 6 weeks. Because I was still in the middle of having clients. I didn't really have a lot of time to just like play around. So I went straight to YouTube, watched as many tutorials as I could that would wrap my mind around the process that I was doing in SketchUp, because SketchUp felt real native to me coming from The Sims, but Blender did not feel that natural. So I was trying to learn how to blend both of those together to do what I needed to.
That's awesome. I saw that you went to a conference last week. Can you give the people a little more information about that?
So I went to South by Southwest with NFT Oasis, and NFT Oasis is my full-time job. I do world building for them, for their platform, and I went down to Texas to do demos to some investors to let them see what we were building.
Oh wow! New clientele. Oh wow! Are you open to any clientele, or how do people can reach you?
Right now, I'm still in transition of moving spaces from AltSpace into just closed. So I'm not taking new builds, but if they do want to have a meeting about a build, they can contact me on my website.
Oh, that's awesome. Man, what more can I ask you? I mean, this is the bills speak for themselves, because like I literally, like when I go into your own space, it's like a whole vibe. Like you can feel like a relaxed vibe, because I'm from Georgia, and you feel that. I feel like the whole ATL vibe when I go into like one of your spaces.
Oh yeah, I mean it's the culture, right?
Right.
The culture brings the vibe, and for me, it's a mix of my aesthetics and what my client wants. So my aesthetic, like my dream apartment, my dream penthouse, is a loft that has brick walls, like exposed brick and tall ceilings, concrete, big windows. So like you see a lot of those elements in my worlds. And then I also have like my fantasy type worlds that are ethereal in nature. So it's like my spirituality and what I do and like what I see in a meditation, right, or a dream. I bring those into my aesthetics as well. So it's like who I am as a person, like my spirit is in the builds. So if you feel peaceful, it's because I felt peaceful, right?
Right.
And I want people to feel that when they go in there.
I definitely felt that. Like I was like when we went when I took a tour through your mansion, I was like, man, this is a whole vibe. Like you can feel so comfortable just chilling here. And I was like, man, this is wonderful.
I'm all about comfort. I mean, I think, world builders, we have a lot of responsibility because VR is so immersive.
Right.
And it's easy to trigger people, you know, because it feels so much like real life that I don't want people to have the same types of experiences that they may have on the outside that don't make them feel good. So for me, it's all about the lighting, you know, like warm lighting mixed with a little bit of cool lighting. You know, that comes from my photography background. A focus on how people interact. So like leaving enough space for people to go off and have a conversation that doesn't get into another person's conversation, like having enough space to do that. It's also, you know, the energy that you have when you're building a world, like it can make people act a certain way. So if you have something that, you know, is real chaotic, people feel chaotic, and then the conversation gets chaotic. And it's, you know, the opposite on my side. I want people to feel like they're at home, like they can relax, like they can be themselves.
So any new platforms you're looking forward to build on, or anything that you've seen inside the metaverse?
So I'm really taking a big liking to VR chat. I like how many tools they have available for creators. It's real expansive. You know, I don't feel as limited by, you know, the platform like I did in AltSpace. There's also more people, so there's more builds. Like I have a lot of fun touring, you know, all of these spaces. Like I have great reverence for people that come before me in a space, and so I've just taken a lot of time and just gone through worlds and seeing what people have done, and kind of get a feel for that.
Now, with VR chat, is that like how can you access that? Is that through the headset or computer, laptop, desktop?
So you can access it through PC. So if you have like a desktop PC or laptop, you can download the app straight there. You can also go to it with your Quest, Quest Pro, Quest 2. I think it's Quest 2 and Quest Pro. But you can also use PC VR headsets, like the Index or the Vive, or Vive Index, I think. And so you can connect your Quest headset to the PC to get PC experiences. Right now, they're kind of divided.
Right.
Yeah. The only thing you can't use is a Mac.
Oh. Man, I can't even use my Mac. That's why I do all my stuff on.
We got the Duns in the building.
Hey, shout out to Duns. I know last year that I did a build last year in the metaverse for a school up here in Ohio. We did a Black History Museum. That was my first time like building inside a metaverse, and that was pretty unique. Like I had pictures of like Malcolm X. Shout out to Malcolm X, Oprah Winfrey, Obama, and I made the pictures move as like inside the metaverse, and kids was dressed up as their characters. Now, what is like one of your special verse, like your special bill that you like has like dedicated to like a school or to like community?
So I just finished a build for the Austin Veteran Arts Society. So that one's going into VR chat. The owner, he had came into the space a few months ago, and the builder that he had hired didn't do justice or deliver what they promised. So I decided to donate a build to them. So that'll be launching pretty soon. But it's a space that should let veterans relax and have fun. There's a lot of like activities for them to do, like playing games, painting, watching movies in the theater. There's some meditation areas, an open lake for them to row a boat on. There's fishing, there's climbing. You can climb up the rocks, and you can hand glide off the side of a mountain. It's really a beautiful space. And hidden throughout is some
Easter eggs,
quotes that they can stand on and pop up to, just help them through their journey.
Wow, that's something very, very helpful, because like I know a lot of people out there, a lot of veterans out there suffering from PTSD and trauma from being out there in the fields. I think that would be very helpful, and I think we should build a verse for like the NFL players too, who suffer from what is that called again? I forgot, the CTE. I think that would probably help with trauma too as well. Even though I work with alcohol and drug users, and as a CBT employee, I think that this world will help inside the metaverse as well. What is my next question? I wonder where my brother LJ at. He ain't here tonight with me.
He left you hanging.
He did. Man. this is not like him, but still. This is Rapping Crypto. I definitely appreciate you coming on tonight. You have any questions for us? I know that we usually ask this question closer to you.
What are you guys doing in the metaverse?
Ooh. We're trying to get our podcast officially inside spatial.io. We have the Rapping Crypto Arena, which basically we have some of our official pictures up for Hall of Fame shows. We also want to start hosting like get-togethers, parties, and then also our show is sponsored by RapToken.xyz. Shout out to the Rap Heads community. A little plug-in. But basically, Rap Token artists can come into our field and have concerts. I know that this month that Rap Token is hosting the MetaVerses. So basically, like how Timbaland and Just Blade, or not Just Blade, but what's his name? Swiss Beats host the verses out on the real, like in the real world. We have the MetaVerses inside the MetaVerse.
Wow. That's exciting.
Yeah, so like shout out to RapToken.xyz, which is our community build that we're responsible by. And I know Miss Ruby. Oh, also I forgot, we're hosting Black Wall Street. So basically, anybody who has a business, content creators, if you want to come to Block Wall Street, and basically come through and shop with us. So basically, we want to recreate Black Wall Street inside the metaverse.
That's awesome. I think there's a group of people doing that in the multiverse as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're going all over.
Oh man. So what is your favorite metaverse space besides alt space?
Definitely VR chat. And
oh man.
Yeah.
So can you purchase things like use like cryptocurrency inside the VR chat?
No, it's not a Web3 platform.
Mm-hmm.
Spatial's the next best, second for me, but it's the VR experience that I'm most intrigued with. I can stay in VR chat for hours. Jay Dunn asked how long I've stayed up in VR chat. Usually, I go in there every night, and sometimes I don't get off till like 5 a.m.
Oh wow, that's a long time.
There's a lot of worlds to be seen.
That's a long time. Jesus. Yeah. So let me hop into this crypto question. Since we are rapping crypto, have you ever experienced the cryptocurrency field?
Yeah. So in 2017 is when I got introduced to crypto, and that's when I bought a whole ton of stuff. The narrative back then was definitely on the utility of each of the coins in terms of, like down with the system, like that was the vibe, right? Like, right. It's like we're getting rid of are
The
dependent
dollar.
on the dollar, and we're, looking to blockchain for, freedom. And I feel like the space has gotten more of the gambling type. And so I haven't invested anything recently. I've still got coins, but I don't even know if those companies are still around. Yeah, it's for me, it feels like a different space than it was back then. So I'm holding, but my dad is big into crypto. He's fully invested every single day.
Shout out to Dad, man.
Yeah, I just send my money to him.
That's what's up. like we say on Rapping Crypto, we definitely invest into your education. If you don't know what to do, don't jump in the field because somebody tells you go buy Dogecoin,
Right.
and you watch Dogecoin go from 73 cents back down to 26 cents, and you're like, "Where's my money?"
Yeah, I was bad with my passwords and stuff too. So
yeah.
I feel like I have some Dogecoin somewhere. I just can't find it.
The Dogecoin community can miss you, man. I'm not a big Doge holder, so don't nobody come near me. Don't come in. But I am a big Cardano holder. Shout out to the Cardano fields.
I remember getting rid of mine. I can't remember why, but I remember getting rid of some.
and these Don, what was that? It's like you need to invest in the Don coins. What's a Don coin?
We'll have to talk about that later.
You got to fill me in on that, then.
All right, so now I want to know what it is.
Exactly. So, any NFT projects? I know backstage you said that you did your signature.
Yeah, I have my autograph NFT'd on OpenSea. A lot of people, in the space that asked me for my autograph, and when the NFTs were all the rage, I was like, well, this is probably a cool use case for it. So I just put my autograph on OpenSea. And I was working on a project. My NFT collection was going to be about, it was 3D doll houses that you could put it on your desk because doll houses are a rotating theme in my life. The first thing that I saw my mom build as an artist was a dollhouse. And when I got, teenagers, started playing The Sims, and that's kind of like a dollhouse.
Right.
And now it's, I used to make doll houses out of paper, like printer paper, in my spare time as a kid. So now I'm actually building like doll houses in the metaverse. So the symbol of home,
right.
around. So I have 3D doll houses that I built that are open-faced doll houses that have my art in it. And so each combination is a different painting of mine, and the painting changes with the color scheme changes with the painting.
Man, I was about to ask you, what was your first painting? What age did you start first did your painting?
I've been an artist since birth, so I don't remember what my very first painting is. But I went to college for art, and a lot of my painting started to really come to life there. It's a painting that I did, it's a self-portrait. It's half of my face, and then it's breaking apart, and have 3D blocks that have the painting falling off.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's somewhat of my first NFT was my side of my face, and I have the river in the background, but I have a Bitcoin in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, one day my face is gonna be famous, so let me just go ahead and make it.
Right.
Man, so I know that we have our favorite question of the night. What is your favorite cryptocurrency?
I would have to say Ethereum, I guess. I mean, it's what fueled, all of these different, Oh, hi.
There go the brother LJ.
It's okay. It's okay. You win.
How y'all doing?
We here, bro.
I watched part of the show from Facebook, y'all.
We were waiting patient. We're patient.
We're patient people, man. Like
I
we
got
said,
real impatient. I got real impatient, but it's okay.
In the background, she's a Taurus, I'm a Scorpio, and you're a Libra.
Well, there that is. There's that. But yeah, so look, I'm gonna be honest. The one thing I did want to ask is, what is your favorite part of? I know he said, what is your favorite crypto? But in addition to that, what is your favorite part about the Web3 and blockchain space?
I think it's the disillusion or the breakdown of needing gatekeepers. I found that a lot of people have more opportunities here to build wealth and to build community, specifically in this space because, people have kind of galvanized together to teach and to share the information. And then the technology, right? Like the metaverse space, like if you're in the right spaces, you don't have to worry about finding people. Like, I think we're all hyped on this energy of just newness, and especially with the the social VR spaces or the metaverse spaces. Like, I'm seeing, thousands of galleries being put up. It would have taken me forever, if ever, to be noticed enough to have, an opening, right? Or have a curator find my work appealing enough to put me, in a gallery. But I was able to do that myself, and build community and, sell what it is that I'm creating straight to the people, And with the NFTs, the tech underlying NFTs, like I can always get paid for that. It's not just one person, benefiting off of my creativity.
Awesome.
But I think the community specifically in this space feels more welcoming and free to share knowledge, and that's what I like.
So I guess in an extension to this, I heard you say your favorite crypto was Ethereum. So dealing with NFTs, what is your favorite platform to make NFTs?
The only one I've used is OpenSea.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of them, but I haven't explored all of them to really give a basis of which one's best.
And so for those, do you particularly like using the Ethereum? Do you like using Polygon, or which one is your preference?
I used Polygon for mine,
okay.
Because at the time the gas fees were ginormous. And I wanted people to be able to buy it that wanted it.
Right. That's awesome. That's awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, there's power in that. Y'all got to understand this. There's so much power in that. There's opportunity. Cause I remember when we were, first jumping into starting to create NFTs, like you said, those gas fees were enormous. And it was just like, oh no, I don't have the money to be doing that. Yeah. And then we diving into different networks, and it's just like, oh my goodness, these blockchain spaces are amazing because it gives you so many different options and avenues to be able to build. And like you said, this is just an exciting community. It's such an exciting community. This is dope. This is dope. This is dope. Look, I got to see the build, and I got mad because I was like, wait, she is the one who made this Harlem build. Oh my goodness. Because Miss Ruby sat down and showed us. She was like, guys, I gotta show you this. I gotta show you this. I gotta show you this. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do it. Like, I've seen some spatial builds. It's dope. And then she pulled it up. I said, oh, wait a minute. This is a whole entire different type of level. So this is definitely exciting. We appreciate you coming on the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course. Of course. So, you know, I want to ask a butt ton of questions, but you know.
We got
Oh, Ms.
15
RC, can we get a part 2?
So
Yeah.
we should have done this part 1 in the first place in spatial.
Yeah, but part 2 could be in
But
spatial.
cool. But part 2 definitely has to be in spatial now. That would be awesome.
Can we do it in the mansion?
Oh,
which one?
That man, hey, first of all, that's a high ask, man. That's a high asking price that you're asking for.
We it don't matter. Your personal mansion.
The penthouse?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, I have so many spaces. I mean, there's the millionaire penthouse, and there's Artsy's penthouse, and then, you know, I've got several other ones.
That's
You can just take a tour. You can pick which one.
And I do want to ask this: on your spaces, are they able to go look you up and be able to actually go through and see a lot of your different spaces, or a lot of your spaces private?
Most of the spaces, so I have over 40 on spatial, but right now they're all private. I'm gonna talk to my clients to see if I can get a link to their space and just maybe have them listed, you know, in one of the worlds. I mean, we're familiar with world hubs in AltSpace, so I can create a world hub in spatial. I've just been worried about getting them on the platform.
That's dope. That's dope. Yeah. Wait, Miss Ruby, I think she jumped down. I said, "Oh,
okay." So my question, my last question of the night is, what client have you worked with, and what client do you want to work with? Well, what's your biggest client you work with, and what client do you want to work with in the future?
I would say the biggest, or the most popular or well known, is Naughty by Nature.
What? Shout out Tech.
Right. Maybe my dream client, I don't really know. I'm not a big fan.
Shout out to Miss Cheryl Dixon, man. She's a realtor out there. She definitely be into the metaverse space.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm kind of losing it. I'm not sure.
So I guess I'll throw in the meantime. I guess I'll throw one more question at you from myself. What do you feel like has been your biggest accomplishment in your life so far?
The impact that I've made on a lot of people, and how much of my art is, you know, currently with people. I've done a lot of art. So I did photography, portrait photography for 15 years. So when I think about the accomplishment of like so many people right now have like a moment that I've captured for them, you know, in their house and like their family's houses, and, you know, like the spread of that. And then my paintings, you know, there are hundreds of people that have my paintings or things that I've created, like my bags or my lapel pins, or, you know, necklaces, jewelry. There's so many things that I've created that are out in the world being enjoyed by other people. And in this space, maybe the impact, the remnants of being in one of my spaces, the impact that's made on people or imprint.
Awesome. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
A lot of people.
So
I'm sorry, guys. I know we got only a couple of minutes, and I gotta show you this.
Go ahead. No.
There is something special about the work that this young lady does. That I've seen other creators in the space. I've actually looked for I was in search of creators when I came upon your creation, which, by the way, epitomized my neighborhood. So I'm in Harlem, y'all. So when I look at the quality comparison to other, I mean, these are businesses that are sitting on spatial that are builders. And I'm not saying that people's work is not good, But the detail, you cannot miss this. This is someone who gives a darn about details. In this business, details are everything.
Every single thing. Oh my God.
Look over the edge. I'm not even inside. I'm just looking over the edge, y'all.
Wow.
I'm looking over the ledge.
In most places, that would be really foggy, or it would be
a picture.
plain.
This would be.
It is a picture.
But it's
We
just
had-
the detail.
Yeah.
Details, though.
Yeah. I mean, all we would get is this part right here. This is as far as you could go to it. In most other worlds, that's what happens. It's the same thing, same system with the water. I've noticed in many worlds, and she's not kidding. Water is coveted because I've gone into. Did I lock myself out?
I think so, but your flames look so real.
I'm like, yes. Come on, people.
Yeah.
I'll stand on the outside just to look in. It's so gorgeous. You know, I'm like, I'm still trying to get inside. Don't believe I'm not. But I'll figure it out. It's so beautiful. Thank you so much for the detail that you take in just giving people a full experience. You make VR count for something that people like this, their life. You let the VR change their life experience. I didn't just want a picture of New York. I didn't want a picture of Paris. I didn't want a picture of Las Vegas. I wanted to feel like I was in Las Vegas. And that looks like I could go down from my hotel room and go to the Strip.
It really is immersive. And that's I think that's the goal for a lot of builders, is to make it feel like you're actually there. I've had quite a few experiences where I forget that I'm in my headset. It's so immersive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right.
Me and my team, we had built an events company called Metaculture. 10 Black creatives in the space. And we just found each other in alt space. And we decided to make the best events that we possibly could in the space for the culture, right? We had recreated, an event after House Party. One of my favorite movies.
Me too.
I'll see the new one.
Me too.
Yeah. We were I made a very small house. Like, it was very small. And in the living room, we were all we had 50 avatars in there dancing together. I'd gotten so hot and sweaty that I took my avatar outside to get air. For days that I needed myself outside to get air.
Good Lord. Yes, now I have to get a headset. I'm sorry. I got it. I got to experience this differently.
You have to have a headset.
That's on my couple weeks. Definitely got to get one of those.
Yeah, that's on my to-do list too as well.
Most definitely. That's a must-have. That's definitely.
It will change your life.
I mean, just sitting looking at this screen right now, it's just like, y'all just don't understand. This is.
Oh my Lord.
It's beautiful. It's literally like sitting on the balcony checking out the view, y'all. That's all it is. It's so relaxing. It is so relaxing. But so, ooh, man, we did say we're gonna stop asking questions and we getting down to the bottom of the wire, huh? So, you already know how I'm gonna do this one. Go ahead and do your segue, bro. Go ahead and do your segue, bro.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are not financial advisors. We just love talking about the things we study and we research and with financial education. So also shout out to RAPToken.xyz for sponsoring Rapper and Crypto. If you have not got yourself a Rap Token XYZ NFT, go get yourself a Rap Token NFT. Comes with a free rap head at the end of this month.
Hey man, he said them bad boys is getting burnt when we go to mint, so you better get yours soon. It's not financial advice. I'm just saying, when those things get burnt, there is no more founders NFTs, and there's no more perks for that. So, hey, look.
Also, shout out to Hip Hop Canada, who is the social media for RapToken.xyz. And also, This episode of Rapper Crypto is brought to you by Tree Card. If you ain't got yourself a Tree Card to offset your CO2 expense and help clean up the earth, get yourself a Tree Card. Hit me or brother LJ up for a referral code.
So, jumping into this top 10, of course, our guest has said her favorite crypto is Ethereum. So, Ethereum shall be number 10 for us. And actually, I'm going to flip mode. I'm going to do what I haven't done in a while. Ethereum would be, excuse me, Ethereum will be number 1 for us this evening. So, going back to 10, I've been doing a lot of trading on the charts. So I'm just going to go strict with what's been in the shotgun shell. So, first one I'm going to go is USDC. Because I know we ain't had no conversation about that tonight.
Boy, don't start nothing.
Man, oh man. So number 10, USDC. I'm cutting up. Yes, I am. Go ahead.
You are.
What we got for number 9, bro?
Man, I'm gonna go SRP, man.
Okay. That's actually one of the ones I've been trading. So
I know. Shout out Silicon Valley, man. You already know.
So, ooh, man.
I'm sorry, y'all. We just have fun conversations a lot of times too.
Me and him haven't talked about this in a minute. So, coming in at number 8, we're gonna do USD Tether. I like Tether. And I mean, so here's the thing. On MEXC, which is the trading platform that I use to trade futures, you have to be able to deposit Tether in order to trade. That is the actual crypto that's used on that exchange. So Tether is a very good one when you're actually using it and operating in exchanges. Now, if you're asking why necessarily on the crypto end, I might like Tether a little bit better now than other stable coins. If you know what happened with USDC over the past couple of days, you'll understand that Tether is the only one that still stands out of what are called stable coins that have not basically depegged at all from the one unit evaluation. So moving forward on that, HD, what we got for number 7, bro?
Number 7, Decentraland.
Okay. I figured it was gonna make it this week. I figured. Number 6. Sister Artsy, you want to jump back in? You got one you want to throw?
No.
Okay, fair enough. Let's see. You know what? I like Matic. Matic did a lot of great. Well, yeah, you saw on the trades. Matic did a lot of great things for me this weekend.
It did.
I fool with Matic. I'm loving Matic right now.
I'm gonna go back with the Singularity AI crypto on the Cardano blockchain, man. You know I love Cardano.
I know you love ADA. Okay, we're gonna do Avalanche next. Avalanche. The Vapor nodes, ladies and gentlemen, check those out. Vapor nodes are amazing.
So since I love the metaverse a lot, I'm gonna go back to another metaverse token, OVR.
Okay. Well, this is technically number 2. And since it's our last one, because we know number 1 is Ethereum, I'm gonna jump outside the traders, and then I'm gonna actually go ahead and throw Sandbox in there.
Ooh.
We brought up a couple of those. Let's throw Sandbox in there. Sandbox comes in at number 2. HD, it's a minute. I'm not gonna go on a soapbox. Sister Artsy, I will take the time again. Very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what time it is.
Another one for the Hall of Fame.
Of course. Sister Artsy, could you actually take a quick moment to tell the people how they can reach out to you, get in contact with you, possibly look at some of the things you have going on again?
Yes. So my website's at the bottom. It's artsyvr.com. I am Artsy in VR on Instagram.
Awesome. HD, man, I'm gonna throw this thing back over to you, bro.
All right, man. So Tune in next week. We have another special guest on Rapping Crypto. I want to say thank you, Miss ARTSY, for definitely being a wonderful guest on tonight's show. We definitely can't wait for part 2. We definitely gonna get in touch with you for part 2, and we're gonna blow it up inside the metaverse. Till then, I'm your main man, HUTCH, aka HD, coming to you live from Dayton, Ohio. I'm with my brother LJ and our special guest, Miss ARTSY. We'll see you guys next week on Rapping Crypto at 9 p.m. live.
Bag on the beat going.